Hello, hello. Welcome to my workshop, Freedom to Flourish in Real Estate. And what does that even mean? So, I got my real estate license 20 plus years ago, and it's been a rough road, but I've been one of the ones to succeed and to make it because I was persistent. I was curious. I kept my mind open and I figured out systems. I didn't give up. I never gave up. Um, but it was rough. Like there's a lot of things over the 20 years that came up constantly in this business that had to do with personal things because real estate, it does, as a real estate agent, especially for us women and moms, we have like multiple hats. We wear multiple hats, right? And so through that, one, the main one, well, I'm not going to say main one. I was going to say the main one is your real estate hat, but it's not because we want family first. We do this because we want to be able to go to our kids' games. We want to see them grow up. We want to be in charge of our own destiny. However, because we are in charge of our own destiny, sometimes it's hard to get up and do the work that you need to do. You know you need to be doing it, but for some reason you're just not doing it. That was me. I did it. I did it some days, and then some days I didn't. Some days I was like, I'm just not feeling it today. I'm just not going to do it. But now I don't have those days. Now, well, few and far between, because I figured out a system. And my system consists of 4 pillars. And these 4 pillars are what I'm going to share with you today. And it is what makes up my own system, Freedom to Flourish in Real Estate. Doesn't that sound great? Like, do you want to flourish in this business? Do you want to have the leads just coming into your business? Do you want to wake up and know like that you're doing the right things that you need to be doing in order for you to have a successful business? But not only that, you need freedom. You can't be tied to your real estate business. Like, you need to be able to have the freedom to go to those games. So these are the things I'm going to talk about today. So the comments I can see if I happen to click over there, but I'm going to, so if you have a comment or a question, please post it in the comments. I will get to it eventually, but I'm going to share my screen right now and hopefully this works. And then, beautiful. Okay, but now I need to go over here and go into present mode. Share, present. Okay, so now you see my slides, right? Let me go back over here and make sure. Yep, perfect. Okay, great. So all of that is leading to what I'm going to share with you today. But first of all, let me say that, this workshop and my platform, it's if you're going and doing your business and you are doing all the things that you need to be doing, this might not be the right place for you. If you're a new agent, it's a great place for you. If you are an agent who just has not had the success in this business, then this is probably a great place for you. So that's really who it's for. I have been doing this for 20 years. I have a successful real estate business. I'm now still running my real estate team, but I'm also recruiting and training the agents that I bring onto EXP. I'm also a certified mentor, and I have a few other things going on. So let's get started. So Freedom to Flourish workshop. And there we go. So I always like to start out with what you focus on is what you're going to get back. And this is why I start with mindset. So mindset used to be the fourth pillar, but now it's the first pillar, because if you don't have your mindset right, nothing else will matter in this business, because you will not be able to do the other things. It is so important that you get your mindset right. And what do I mean by that? I mean that when you wake up, and if you are in a place of doubt, scarcity, fear, all of those things, those are, I like to call it below the line thinking. And you've got to do whatever you can do to get your thinking above the line, because that's where the magic happens. That's where you are attractive to people. That's where people want to work with you. So when you're feeling lack and scarcity and just not feeling it, like, people are not going to want to allow you to sell them a house or list their house. People want to work with confident people. So your state of mind, Tony Robbins is like one of my favorite gurus, and he always talks about your state of mind. You have to stop and ask yourself, what is my state of mind right now? Is it where it needs to be to do this business? Or are you doubtful? Do you feel like you don't have all the pieces? Do you feel scatterbrained? Do you feel overwhelmed? I have felt all of these over the years, and I've figured it out. I've taken the time to really look at what I'm doing or not doing and do what I need to do. So first we're going to talk a little bit more about mindset, and then I'm going to talk about foundations. Then I'm going to talk about automations, and then I'm going to talk about funnels, because these are the four pillars that no matter where you're working in your real estate business, it's going to fall under one of these areas. All that coaching out there that everybody is trying to sell you, I get it, all has to do with one of these areas. There are mindset coaches, there are KV core coaches. For those of you at EXP know what I'm talking about. Sylvia Dana, so many of them, Sylvia, Shannon, like all of these people are CRM coaches, because some people need help with that. Automations, this is really my gig, is like, I'm a systems person, so I find a way to put it all together. But I'm not a coach. I'm a trainer and I help agents, but I'm not a coach. And then funnels, tons of lead generation people out there, coaches trying to help you figure out how to make more money and get more leads, right? But no matter what, if you just start with the areas that I help you with for free, then you can figure out where you need specialists at, and you can implement that later on. But first of all, you have to stop and ask yourself, do you have all of these set up? So let's just jump right into that and talk about what that looks like in each one of these pillars. So first of all, we're going to talk about mindset. Mindset it's huge. And I don't want to discount that some people may actually need something more than a book or more than meditation. Some people need counseling. Some people do have mental illnesses. Some people do have deeper issues that they can't just overcome by a meditation. I was this person. I have gone through all of that stuff because I knew that I wanted a better life. I knew that I had to do something or else I was never going to see it. I knew that I had a vehicle through real estate to get me to where I wanted to go. I just also knew that my mind wasn't where I needed it to be to get there. And so this is why I stress so much on mindset, because I hear so many agents not working on this part or needing more help. So I highly advise and I'm always open for a one-on-one call with anybody to really go over where you're at with this. And if what do you need? Some people need training, some people need coaching, some people need counseling, some people need therapy, and some people need medication. It's just what it is. But get the help that you need so that you can live the life that you are meant to live. We all deserve that. So these are some of the tools that have worked for me and that I implement consistently and constantly into my life. First of all, my whole system starts with a vision of where you want to be. What do you want your life to look like in a year? Do you want to close 12 deals this year? Do you want to close 24? Do you want to close 100? What does it look like? Because you've really got to know where you want to go in order to draw the map out and create the system or the systems to get those leads and get them rolling in through your business. So visualize. I have a free handout that is a business plan that I'm going to put the link to it in the YouTube video of this. So if you want it before then, just send me a PM and I'll share that with you. But you got to know where you're going, right? Okay, meditate. Y'all, I did not used to do this. And I thought, oh my gosh, I cannot meditate. I still cannot meditate in silence. Like I will go crazy. I literally just, my mind just starts thinking and I can't do it. Where I have found some peace is in the guided meditations. I love the guided meditations. Several people do them. You could start out on YouTube. Just quiet your mind, and a guided meditation will do that. And then you can stop and focus and think about what it is you need to be working on in your business. Reading. I have read hundreds of books, literally. I have implemented a lot of them. I try to take away one piece of something. Sometimes I have to read it several times, and then sometimes I will sit down and journal it because I like it so much. I want to internalize a lot of that information. So always be reading, that is just something that I'm laughing because my husband, I have to tell you this quick story. My husband, whenever we first got together, and this is before I even got my real estate license, I was just dating him then. And he walked into my house, and on my coffee table, I had all of these, he called them self-help. I call them life books. You can call them whatever you want, but I've just always been so intrigued by how everybody thinks and how they put it in a book and what are they doing that can help you get to where you're going or get what you want. But it's just funny because he's all, self-help books, huh? I'm like, yep, I want a really good life. So I got to figure out how to get it. I was like 30 at the time. So it was a while ago, right before I got my real estate license. So inspiring YouTube videos. Tune out all the negative stuff. Like if you're going to watch those videos and you're going to improve your business and yourself and your mindset, like you can't watch all that negative stuff that's out there. I absolutely hate drama and all of that stuff. I just have no room for it. So definitely go find some people like Tony Robbins, like Mel Robbins, like, just inspiring videos. You want to do that. Work out. Like I love yoga and I love walking in my neighborhood. I walked this morning. I did yoga yesterday. Every day I do one or the other just to keep my body on board with everything. If you don't do stretches or drink a lot of water, like your body gets all tensed up and it's just really hard for things to flow in that place, right? All right, reading and writing intentions. This is really good if you believe the intention. There's one book that is, I'm going to forget it right now. It's not, I forgot what the name of it is, but it's really good. It's kind of like intentions, but he says why. why am I such a great realtor? And it really instead of saying, I'm a great realtor, he says, why? So I always ask myself that question because then it opens up so many more doors. So I love intentions and I will do it. Like, why am I, well, like I just said, a great realtor? And it's because I have great systems, and my systems that I use to help my buyers and sellers are great. But whenever you just say, I'm a great realtor, like there's something in the back of your mind that says, I'm not a great realtor, you know? So when you think why, then you think, what can I do? And I'm going to share what you could do. So healthy lifestyle, 80% of the time, because I love my wine. So, I try to eat healthy, all natural foods when I can, but I do like that cheeseburger every once in a while. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be a balance. All of this stuff is about balance. Okay. Always have a coach. I have not had a personal coach in the past probably close to a year, but I've been a part of a few different coaching programs, and I'm almost ready to do a one-on-one coaching again. But you should always have some kind of coach. If you can't afford a coach, that's the first sign that you actually need a coach, first of all. But start with something free. There's all kinds of groups that you could join. My Real Estate Untangled group is free. I just basically give everything away in there and help whoever needs that help. So really always have someone on your team that has already gone where you want to go, and have them help you get there. But like I said, first you got to have that vision and know where you want to go, right? Okay, so I'm going to pop back over to StreamYard really quick before I go on and see if there's any comments. So let me see comments. No comments yet. Okay, so now let's go back. Oops, what did I just do? Here we go. Okay, so next we're going to go and talk about foundation. So this is the second pillar. And if I didn't say it already, every week in my group, Real Estate Untangled, I go in and I do a live on what the subject is for that week. And the beauty about these 4 pillars, we just keep redoing them every single month because you can implement now and perfect later. So no matter where you are, join me in that group for the live, or just go watch the lives. They're all recorded. I just did one earlier today on automations, but now this is the workshop. So if you're seeing this, you're getting it all at once. But then you've got to go do the work, the actual work on all of these things. So foundations, let's go there. So getting your foundation set up, everybody's foundations might look a little bit different, but if you've got your vision done, then you will know what you need to do. So I'm going to share the main foundations that I teach my agents how to set up. These are the main things. So I think it's very important to have your branding done. So your logos and colors are very important. And then your social media sites, like I get a lot of brand new agents who are new to the business, and they're like, I'm not on Facebook, or I'm not on anything. Well, how are you going to connect with people? Like, people are on social media. If you're not going to be out networking every single day in your town, doing local things and collecting people's information that way, you really do need to get on a social media site. The first one I highly advise is Facebook. Just get to know it, get it set up, go find all your people, make sure that you're interacting with the right people and following the right people. These are all the people that are on your VIP database. I'm going to talk about that here in a second. But you have to have your social media. The marketing pieces that you're going to create, the whole reason you're doing your branding is all for social media. KV Core. KV Core is the CRM at EXP. I love it. It is a great CRM. It does all the stuff that you'll need it to do. But I want to explain this a little bit. So your CRM, I don't care if you use KB Core, I don't care if you use Lion's Desk, any of those. All of them are the same. The best one is the one that you will use. And at EXP, since it's free and it's a great platform, I say it's fine. That's what I use, and that's what you can use. So I want you to think of this like KV Core is it's three pieces. It's your website, it's your contact management system, and it is also has all the marketing tools. Not all that you need, but a lot that you need, because you could go share your listings. You can go do squeeze pages, landing pages, all these different things that you could do with KV Core. But if for nothing else, it is the CRM, the contact relationship manager. Think of it like a storefront. The website part of it is your storefront, like a boutique or a bakery or whatever. That is the doorway into your world. It is the doorway into your store, that website, right? But now the people walk in the door. So they click on your marketing piece or they go to your website. Now they're inside of your store. Okay, great. But they're not ready to buy or sell a house right now. So they're not picking up any of the houses that you have in your store. They're going to just turn around and walk out the door. If they do that, you're never going to see them again. Like, they're not going to remember your store. And so it's up to you to have a lead capture tool set up so that you can capture their information. But why, you ask? Like, why capture their information? Because real estate is not time bound on your time frame. These people are not ready to buy or sell a house when they enter your store. It's up to you to put out the right campaigns, the right pieces, marketing pieces, the right phone calls, the right data, so that when they are ready to either buy or sell themselves, or my favorite, refer somebody to you, then they know where to find you. They know that website is there. They know who you are and that you're doing business. Why? Because you're following them on social media, you're interacting with them, you've created a relationship with them, and now they're ready to buy or sell. They're the ones that are going to call you. And if you set this stuff up right for 5 years, like it'll be the only thing that you need to do for your real estate business. Okay, so now let's move on to your VIP database. When I work with a brand new agent, first thing I tell them, start collecting people and put them onto the spreadsheet that I share in my free Real Estate Untangled group. It's just a Google Doc. Anybody could create one. And it is for you to collect an address, a phone number, an email, and a name. And that's a VIP database. But the beauty is that those people also go into your KV Core, into your sphere. And then you could start some kind of a campaign for them, whether it be a monthly newsletter, a market report, a home value report, whatever, you'll be able to get that VIP database uploaded into KV Core. That's like step one. I teach this stuff all the time, but I have mentees who haven't done the work. And so I can't make people do the work, but this is like step one. After your mindset's right, the next step is to get your KV Core set up, figure out what social media sites you're going to be working on, make sure that you've created a beautiful logo that you're proud to put on your information, and start marketing. You wear a marketing hat. That's one of your hats. I'm just going to add these two really quick: real estate basics and EXP basics. Know your business, know your basics, know how to use the MLS. The MLS that you belong to in your city, wherever that is, they teach classes. They have classes. When you got your real estate license, you were not done learning. Like, you were nowhere near done learning. You need to know how to do a CMA. You need to know how to set up searches. You need to learn all of those MLS basics. And then EXP basics. You need to know where SkySlope is. You need to know how to upload a transaction. You need to know all of these things. And so Go to the classes, watch the videos that you need to be watching so that you have all of this internalized. And if you do those two things, and you could look at the MLS calendar and know that you've taken all those classes, your confidence level is going to go through the roof. You're going to be like, I know how to do this, instead of what do I do? So definitely got to do those. All right, let's move on. Week 3, automations. Automations, huge. If you have to do it twice, you should automate it. And then you should delegate it. I am all about systemize, automate, and then delegate. That is literally my mantra. So, what are some things that you can automate? Google Chrome, Google Drive, just Google everything. Google is literally the forefront of our business because people are on Google. We should be on Google. We should have a Google Our Businesses set up. I love Chrome. I love Google Drive. I love everything about Google. If you don't use it, you should be. And if you don't know how, but you want to, YouTube it. There's a lot of classes in there. Buyer and seller presentations. Buyer and seller presentations are huge. I never, ever, even for years, like never showed up empty-handed. This folder right here is like literally your resume to a buyer or a seller on what they need to do to hire you. And it's filled with all of the right documents. So definitely have those automated. Closing spreadsheets, budget spreadsheets, the board spreadsheets. In my course that I am about to release, it's called Freedom to Flourish Foundations. I share all of this stuff with you. A lot of the stuff I already share in my Real Estate Untangled group. But you could create any of these. Just automate it. If you have your closing spreadsheet, you should be able to look up at any time and know what you've closed for the year. I know all my numbers are at my fingertips. If I'm slacking, I know where I need to pick up. If I'm doing great, then I know what I need to do to get to that next level. I know where my leads are coming from. It's almost always referral, by the way. So, these are all very important, just some of the automations. But I haven't updated this slide, and I want to just say this week, 2 automations that you should be doing first. One is your business plan. That should be the first automation that you ever create. And that's why I'm going to share with you a blank one that you could go in and work on. And then the second one that I'm going to actually do a workshop on creating a business plan. So if you're in my group already, watch for that. But I think it's really important to know how to create a business plan. And I'm not talking about those number ones that they hand you at KW or any of those other companies. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your own personal business plan. What do you want it to look like? Where do you need improvement? What do you need to implement? What do you need to do to get that automation set up? It's a daily thing that you can wake up and go to and know what you need to work on for that day. It's something you can wake up and review on Monday or even Sunday, so you know what you need to do for the week. So that brings me to the second automation, and that is time blocking. Time blocking is huge. I love the book, The 12-Week Year. And I was looking for it to just show it to you, but I don't have it because it's in there on my couch because I read it constantly, over and over. I read it, I journal it, I listen to it. It is my go-to real estate Bible, basically, because I've set my entire business up by the principles in that book, The 12-Week Year. Anyway, so time blocking the activities that you need to do to get these things set up for your business are huge. So time blocking and your business plan. And I'm going to do a special workshop on that. So, all right, let's go. All right, now you have all of this stuff set up, right? You've got your mindset right. You're doing your affirmations, you're meditating, you're walking, you're healthy. You've got a clean, clear mind. Now you are working, you've got your foundation set up. You're in KB Core every day for an hour. You're figuring out what marketing pieces you want to put out. You're in Facebook every day, morning and night, because you're connecting with all these relationships that you've built. You've got your automations all set up. You've got a Google Drive document or folder that you open up. It has all of the activities that you've got going on a spreadsheet. It's literally just so easy. So easier said than done. But once you get the stuff all set up, then it's fabulous. Trust me, I know. And then you can delegate it. But now you got all this stuff set up, right? So now what? Lead generation funnels. This is where everybody tends to want to start. But the problem is that they start here and then they give bad service because they don't have anything set up. They think they're just going to go show a house and write a contract, but you don't have any of your back end systems done. And so you're giving bad service. You're going to close the deal and those people are never going to want to see you again. If this sounds familiar, trust me, take the time to set these systems up. So whenever your clients come into your business, you can run them through automations and you look like a pro. You look like you've been doing this for years. These are the things that I help my agents do. So first of all, with funnels, these are just a few. These are just a few ideas. You get to choose whatever you want your lead generation funnels to be and look like. Thirsty. So first one I have on here, because it literally should be absolutely everybody's number one thing, and that is your VIP database. It is not enough, though, to just post on Facebook or tell a few people that you're now a real estate agent. That is not what I'm talking about. This is about building a VIP database and having a monthly, yearly action plan for how you're going to communicate with these 200 people and show them that you're doing business. So first thing, start working on it. Some people say, but I just don't know that many people. Then keep adding to it. Go meet people. If you want to be a real estate agent, you have to act like one. You have to go network. So the second one is KB Core marketing. That's the second one I have on here. Social media. I know agents who do all their business just from what they do on social media sites. They put lead generation, capture things on there, get them to their KB Core and do it that way. Paid leads, Zillow, not my favorite, but at one point I did it. It helped fill my pipeline. So, if you're a brand new agent and you don't know anybody, like you got to get leads somehow or you're not going to have a business. So you're going to have to pay for them or get busy and figure out what funnels you're going to do and work those funnels. Referrals from realtors. I get a lot of those because of my Power Girls group and because of just the networking things that I do, social media. I give good service. So I have a lot of happy clients. So I get a lot of referrals. Was it always like that? No, I used to give really bad service and I fixed it because I'm all about taking a look in the mirror, figuring out what I need to improve on and getting a plan set up to do it. So for sell by owners, that's a good one. Farming, that's a good one. Lots of them. So you could just keep going. You got kids, they in baseball. That's a great one. I'd be taking cookies out to the baseball field every day if I were you. And with a little tag on it that says, my side gig is being a realtor, love referrals. I don't know, something, be creative. You're not sure what to do, go look up pop buys. That's a really good thing that I did for years to really get to know these clients. If you're not sure still, Gene Frederick has a book. Gene Frederick is an EXP agent way up at the top, and he's been here for a long time, and he is just a wonderful superhero kind of guy. And he wrote this book called 101 Ways to Lead Generate in Real Estate. It's on Amazon. It's like $7, maybe 10. I don't know. I had a case of them. I gave them all out. I need to buy another case. Anyway, great ideas in this book. Find some funnels. If you don't have enough business, you do not have enough funnels. Bottom line, like literally, you don't just get your real estate license and hope people are going to come to you. You have to do the marketing. You have to do the work. You have to create the business. You're not just a salesperson because nobody's giving you leads. You're a salesperson, a marketing person, a counselor a lot of times, all of it. Like your job is to educate people on how to buy and sell houses. And you do that by educating yourself first. So once again, the 4 pillars that you're always going to be working on: mindset, foundations, automations, funnels. This works for me. I have been using this system for years. When I find myself in a place where I don't want to be and I know I need to improve something, I will go in and use my own training to figure it out. One of the reasons why I'm not doing coaching is because I decided earlier this year I was going to do my own stuff and go through my own training. And that's what I've been doing. And my business has started to do great again. I know the real estate market's a little bit crazy right now, but we're still closing deals. So if you can dream it, have the courage to take action, and have discipline to stay on the right path, you will make it. Anybody can do this. If I can do this business, anybody could do this business. And it's just such a great business. I just absolutely feel so blessed every day to have my business. And I think that we should all feel that way. So join my private Facebook group for additional resources. I have lots of stuff in the guides in there to help you through these 4 pillars. This is it, Real Estate Untangled. And also my website. There are different ways that you could work with me on my website at dawnloding.com. And that is about all that I have today. Okay, do we have any questions? Do I have any questions? I'm going to remove that. All right, that's all. I will see you next month.